Right guys, welcome to our first foray to the dark side. This is the new Microsoft Surface Go 2. So here we are. This is it. It feels really cute. Let's kickstand it up. Oh, hello. This is kind of nice. All right, how do we turn this thing on? Anyway, while we're getting that set up, let's unbox this stuff as well. So this is the signature type cover thing. Oh. This feels cute. I think cute is the only word I can really use to describe this. Oh, hello, Cortana. Fine.
A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do. Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you like me to stay quiet, just select.
Okay. I don't want Cortana. Cortana, go away. I just want to get into this thing. Anyway, we also have this Microsoft Surface sleeve, which is quite nice. The exterior fabric is water and dirt resistant. Carefully blot with a damp cloth and mild soap to lift off any dirt. Right, so we'll do that. This is the sleeve that comes with it. Put that away. And finally, we have the Apple Pencil. Microsoft Surface Pen Stift Stylet. Is that what it's actually called? I've got to say, I quite like this packaging. It feels very thoughtful. Kind of like Apple products, but we won't mention that today. Check that out. Oh, it's got some kind of Face ID thing set up. Why not? Get instant access to your Android phones, photos, text, notifications, and more. Let's not do that. Backup files with OneDrive. Nah, CBA. I'll use Google Drive instead, thank you very much. Get help from your digital assistant. Yeah, why not? This setup is really long and annoying. Fine, you can use my location. Find my device, yes. Fine, send diagnostic data to Microsoft. Linking and typing data. Yes, yes. Come on, man. I just want to be able to dive in. Almost done, we just need a few more things. Windows will be all yours, yes. I love the idea that Windows will be all mine. This is sick. I'm not even taking the piss here. This is actually quite exciting. Getting everything ready for you. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about, lads. This might take several minutes. Don't turn off your PC. Hashtag PC. Hashtag PC Master Race. Is that still a thing these days? Who knows? Here we go. Welcome to Windows. Get apps, make things on your screen larger, and get tips for using Windows. Right. We need to fix your Microsoft account. So the first thing I get when I log into Windows is an error message about my account. This stuff you just don't see with Apple products. Cool. Question is, what does one use a computer for? Okay, let's talk about first impressions. So, first impression is this thing is quite cute. I think it's an interesting foray into the dark side because I didn't expect it to be this cute and nice. The trackpad is a bit crap. Like, maybe I can adjust the trackpad sensitivity settings, but it feels very much like a Windows trackpad rather than a Mac/iPad Pro trackpad. The new iPad Pro with Magic Keyboard is like, the trackpad is amazing. This is the single best product I have used in a very, very long time. This is the Apple Magic Trackpad. This is all fantastic. Maybe because I'm so used to those that this feels just slightly wrong. Anyway, trackpad is fine. The keyboard feels pretty good. Let's do a typing test. So, what's Internet Explorer these days? Is it Microsoft Edge? Let's give it a go. And I want to see if is there a way I can record my screen? Bing, default search engine, love it. Built-in screen recorder through the Xbox app. Oh, there is an Xbox app. Who knew? We are unable to, oh my goodness, we're unable to sign you in at the moment. Try again later. Error code 0x4090x. Oh, this is one of the reasons why Windows is the dark side. You just don't expect to see error messages like just immediately. Or you do maybe if you're using Windows thing. Anyway, 10 fast fingers typing test. Let's see how quickly I can type on this thing. Why the hell are these tabs so high? Right, go away. All right, moment of truth. Typing test number 1 on the Microsoft, go away. Microsoft Surface Go. Already I can feel this being quite sluggish. In fairness, I have gone for the Pentium model rather than the fancy new Intel processor because those ones were out of stock in the UK, unfortunately, but. Oh God, and it's quite, oh, bloody hell. Why is it so slow? God, okay, I need to reset this typing test. It like literally can't keep up with all of the ads and the rest of the BS that's on this particular website. But come on, man, I expect better. All right, 144 words per minute. This is actually quite a nice keyboard. It's A little bit on the small size, but I guess that's to be expected because of the size of this thing. But I actually quite like the keyboard. It's got good clicky key travel. This whole sort of fabric-y surface feels quite nice to type on. So overall, I'm quite impressed by the keyboard. Let's talk about the device in general now. So I feel like carrying this around, is there a magnetic thing for the Apple Pencil? Not the Apple Pencil, the thingy pencil. Maybe it's supposed to go here. Yeah, it feels like magnetically attached here. Yeah, sort of carrying this thing around, I would feel quite good. It just feels like carrying a notebook around. Whereas comparing it to my 12.9-inch iPad Pro with an Apple keyboard, like this feels like carrying around like a hefty kind of laptop type device thing. Whereas this feels really nice to carry. And like honestly, just on first impressions, I would definitely prefer to carry this around. So you open it up. You grab the kickstand. There must be an easier way of doing this. I'll become better at it. Face ID opens up. That's absolutely fine. Screen, I mean, it looks all right. It's obviously not as nice as the screen on the iPad Pro. The bezels are pretty huge. I think it's a 1920 by 1080 resolution on this 10.5-inch screen. So it's sort of similar to the budget iPad model. Trackpad, as I've said, not too much of a fan of. Again, this is something quite a few tech reviewers have been saying about the Surface Go 2, that it's just a little bit on the slow side. I think I've not really helped cases by getting the Pentium version rather than the new Intel M Core, whatever it's called, version. But even so, like even just immediately on kind of setting this up for the first time, you'd expect a device to be kind of blazing fast the first time, but I'm already getting a little bit frustrated by the speed limitations of this. Like I want to be able to do stuff a lot faster than I'm able to because it just seems to be not working very nicely. It's all just a little bit sluggish. Like I want to be able to hit the Windows logo key, immediately type something, and within like a millisecond, I want that thing to launch. But there's all this sort of, there's a slight amount of input lag as well. Now, in theory, I installed Notion, but I don't know where it's gone. For security and performance, Windows 10 in S mode runs Microsoft verified apps. Fine. So can I download Notion from the App Store? Microsoft Store, switch out of S mode. Perfect. You've now switched out of S mode. Thank you for that. Right. Ugh, keyboard Control W. Why isn't that working? Control Q? Let's download some more apps. Fun times. I want to download Chrome. I'm typing in Chrome and it's giving me Chrome Extra. It's giving me stuff that is not Chrome. How the hell do I download Chrome? Google. Oh. Not a fan of this trackpad. I feel like I'm being very critical about this from the outset. So anyway, this is just like a first impressions look. I'm gonna commit to trying this for the next 2 weeks at least, and we'll see how it goes. I might even take it to work sometimes instead, maybe in addition to my 12.9-inch iPad Pro with Magic Keyboard. Yeah, even something as simple as this, like I'm swiping up with 4 fingers, and if this were a Mac or an iPad, like the instant you start swiping up, it recognizes what you're trying to do, and it feels like there's no lag between you having the thought and doing the action and the action happening on the screen. Whereas with this, yeah, I want to swipe up and it's just not nice. Well, yeah, also with the trackpad, when I click with the trackpad, it just feels less precise than the MacBooks and the iPad trackpad. Yeah, it just all feels very slow. Ooh, let's test out this thing. How do I get? Is there a shortcut to get back to the desktop? Right, let's find a default notepad. Oh, tap to set up your pen. Yes, I'm gonna set up my pen. Oh, lag. I can't believe this lag. Why is it lagging so much? Give me a sort of I just want a generic notes app. OneNote is a nice app. I like OneNote. Let's download OneNote. Yes, perfect. Face ID. Wonderful. Come on, please work. I would love for this to just work. Okay, where are my notes notebook? So, in theory, I want to be able to. Yes, I can write. Oh my goodness. It's just not as nice. It's just not as nice as the iPad with the Apple Pencil. It's just not. I don't know if OneNote is just not optimized. It's because on these things, it's treating the stylus like a sort of cursor. So if you're hovering, it's like the cursor is moving around, and then when you press, then it sort of records stuff. And okay, in fairness, the stylus feels quite nice. There's a bit of give to it. So as you're pressing down, there's a little bit more haptic feedback as you're writing compared to the Apple Pencil with the iPad, because that's a rigid stylus. This is fine. It's just not as precise. And I also don't like the fact that, at least on OneNote, I don't know if this is different on other apps, but it seems to slightly modify your handwriting. So this is similar to GoodNotes on the iPad Pro, which is why I don't like GoodNotes, is that when you make a stroke, it slightly adjusts what you actually did stroke-wise to make it look smooth or look more legit. Whereas Notability I love on the iPad because it doesn't change what you're actually writing. And I know what I want to write. I don't want the app to try and make my handwriting a bit nicer. So, I mean, it's fine. It'll do the job, but I'm just not a huge fan so far. I need to learn the Windows. Oh, lag. If this was a Mac, you press the logo key and instantly it would open up. But because it's Windows, you press it, press, open, press, open. There's like a half a second lag between pressing the thing and opening the thing. It's just, ugh. What other stuff do we have that we can test out on here? So that was Evernote is sorted. Oh, lag. Again, there's also some input lag on the trackpad, like sort of using Notion. I get that maybe the app's a bit slow, but it's like when I scroll, it doesn't feel like my fingers are in charge of the scroll. Again, comparing it to a Mac, like with the Magic Trackpad, you genuinely feel as if there's basically no lag between doing the thing and the action happening on the screen. Equally with the iPad with 120 hertz refresh rate, like you feel like you are in control of the thing. Whereas, yeah, with this, I'm scrolling, but it's just not nice. Equally with the trackpad, as I scroll, there is a slight input lag between moving the trackpad and it actually scrolling on screen. It's a little bit better on Microsoft Edge, but it doesn't feel as seamless as it does when you're, for example, using a phone or using an iPhone or an iPad. All right, so this night thing is just installing a ton of apps, but yeah, I think, hard to say really how I feel about this. It's very cute and I can see it being very portable, and I'm going to be taking it to work for the next kind of 2-3 weeks just to see how it fits into my workflow. I also do this exercise in bed each night where I sort of write down the most story-worthy moment of my day. Sometimes I take my iPad into bed with me for that, but I'll try for the next couple of weeks to do it on here, because that'll give me an idea of exactly how good this thing is to use. Judging by what other tech reviewers are saying, I probably wouldn't recommend Microsoft Surface Go 2. Most people are saying, like the Verge First Impressions review was saying it's fairly slow as well.
A little bit slow.
We'll have to wait for a couple of days to weeks to see the full reviews coming out. But so far, I think base price of this is $399. That's basically the same price as the budget iPad. And you know, this doesn't even come with a keyboard, it doesn't come with a pencil, it doesn't come with a case, just like the iPad doesn't. So it's like you're playing in exactly the same price ballpark as the budget iPad. But having played around with the budget iPad and set it up and everything, that is sort of so much faster than this. And I think Apple stuff in general is far better optimized in terms of speed. And people say that, oh yeah, well, you know, Apple products, you're overpaying for specs. But actually the specs don't matter. What matters is the user experience. And the user experience on this so far has been a little bit on the laggy/slow side, even though the keyboard is very nice. The pen is quite cool and it's a very cute form factor. If this could be an iPad with this sort of cloth thingy and just like nicer colors, then I think that would be great. But yeah, so far it's all right. I'm enjoying it. I will try and use it for the next 2-3 weeks and I will report back. But thank you for watching this first impressions review, our first foray into the dark side. I wouldn't recommend this, probably. I'd recommend the iPad. Here are some videos about my iPad videos and which iPad you should buy, that sort of stuff. Don't get this for now, but maybe I'll change my mind in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.